Friends, TON tells you acids are already formed. IFT tells you contamination has increased, but peroxide number tells you something earlier. It tells you that oxidation has just started, even before acids appear. Peroxides are unstable compounds. They are the first chemical warning that oil is beginning to degrade. That is why modern oil diagnostics includes peroxide number and oil quality index. In today's Electroverse episode, we decode what peroxide number really means, why ASTM D3S0318 is used, how peroxide value predicts future tan rise, what oil quality index represents, and how senior engineers detect early oxidation before damage starts. Stay till the end, because peroxides are small numbers with big consequences.
When we think about transformer oil health, most engineers focus on the obvious signs: total acid number rising, interfacial tension dropping, moisture creeping up. These are the loud alarms that tell us something has already gone wrong. But what if I told you there's a way to catch oil degradation much earlier, before these traditional indicators even start moving? Today we are diving into something that sits right in between the silent phase and the obvious crisis. This episode is about early oxidation detection through two powerful tools: peroxide number and oil quality index. Think of your transformer oil as a living system. When it's healthy, it flows smoothly, insulates perfectly, and cools efficiently. But oxidation is always lurking, waiting for the right conditions to strike. Temperature rises, oxygen finds its way in, antioxidants get depleted, and the very first chemical reaction that happens, the formation of peroxides. This is where peroxide number becomes your early warning system. Peroxide number tells us how much oxidation has just started before acids and sludge appear. It measures primary oxidation products, those unstable compounds that form when oil molecules first react with oxygen. These peroxides are like the first domino in a chain reaction. They appear before total acid number increases, before interfacial tension collapses, before you see any visible signs of trouble. That's why peroxide number is called a leading indicator. The chemistry here is fascinating. When transformer oil is exposed to elevated temperatures and oxygen, especially when antioxidant levels drop, peroxide formation accelerates. These compounds are inherently unstable. They don't stick around forever. Instead, they convert into secondary oxidation products like acids, aldehydes, and eventually sludge. So if you're only measuring acid number, you're seeing the aftermath, not the beginning of the story. Here's the engineering reality. A rising peroxide trend is never ignored, even if there's no universal trip limit like we have for other parameters. The trend itself is the message. If you see peroxide numbers climbing steadily over consecutive tests, oxidation has begun its march. The oil is telling you that its chemical stability is under attack. But here's where it gets tricky. Peroxide number alone can be misleading without context. Remember, peroxides are temporary. They form and then convert. So you might catch oil at a low moment when peroxide levels are moderate, but significant oxidation has already occurred and moved to the next stage. You need a broader view of oil health. That's where oil quality index comes in. Oil quality index, or OQI, is a composite health indicator that combines multiple oil parameters into a single meaningful score. The most common calculation uses interfacial tension divided by neutralization number. For fresh oil with interfacial tension around 45 millinewtons per meter and neutralization number around 0.03 milligrams of potassium hydroxide per gram, the OQI comes out to 1500. As oil degrades, interfacial tension drops and acid number rises, pushing the OQI lower. The beauty of OQI is that it captures the overall direction of oil health. Good oil maintains an OQI between 300 and 1500. Oil that's balancing between good and questionable shows OQI values from 150 to 600. When OQI drops below 150, you're looking at oil that needs immediate attention. Now here's where the real engineering insight happens. When you monitor peroxide number and OQI, together you get three distinct scenarios that tell completely different stories.
Case 1. Low peroxide, high OQI. This is your healthy oil. Oxidation hasn't started in earnest, the oil is chemically stable, antioxidants are doing their job, and you're in the safe zone. Keep monitoring, but no immediate action needed. Case 2. Rising peroxide, slowly declining OQI. This is the golden window. Oxidation has initiated, but you're catching it early. The peroxides are forming faster than they're converting to secondary products. Your OQI is starting to drift downward, but you haven't hit the danger zone yet. This is the best time for preventive action. You can still save the soil with proper intervention. Case 3. Low or moderate peroxide, rapidly falling OQI. This is the tricky one. Peroxide levels might look reasonable, but your OQI is dropping fast. This suggests that oxidation has progressed beyond the peroxide stage. Secondary oxidation products are accumulating, acids are forming, and you're moving toward the point where oil replacement becomes necessary. The practical field advice here is crucial. When you see unfavorable peroxide and OQI readings, your first step is checking antioxidant content. If antioxidant levels are low, that explains the oxidation acceleration. Next, investigate oxygen ingress. Are your conservator systems working properly? Is the nitrogen blanket intact? Are there any leaks allowing air into the system? For oil showing rising peroxide with declining OQI, consider early oil reclamation. This process can remove oxidation products and restore oil health before permanent damage occurs. The key is acting while you're still in that golden window, before secondary oxidation products overwhelm the system. Here's what separates smart utilities from reactive ones. Most utilities act too late, when total acid number is already high, when interfacial tension has collapsed, when the oil is visibly degraded. Smart utilities act when peroxide number rises and OQI starts falling. That difference adds years of transformer life. The trending aspect cannot be overstated. Single point measurements tell you where you are today. Trending tells you where you're heading. A peroxide number that's been stable for years and suddenly starts climbing is sending you a message. An OQI that's been slowly declining over multiple tests is showing you the trajectory of oil health. Think of peroxide number as a warning whisper, not a shout. It's telling you that oxidation has begun, that the chemical balance is shifting, that intervention is needed before the situation escalates. Total acid number, on the other hand, is the shout. It's telling you that oxidation has progressed, that acids have formed, that you're dealing with the consequences rather than the cause. The economic impact of early detection cannot be ignored. If you catch oil at the peroxide stage, you save money, time, and assets. Oil reclamation costs a fraction of oil replacement. Planned maintenance costs less than emergency repairs. Extended oil life means extended transformer life. In summary, peroxide number and oil quality index work together to provide early oxidation detection. Peroxide number catches the first chemical signs of degradation. OQI provides the broader context of overall oil health. Together, they create a window of opportunity for preventive action. Act early and oil lasts longer. Wait too long and you're managing consequences instead of preventing them. The choice, as always, is yours.
So friends, this is the real meaning of peroxide number and oil quality index. Peroxide number does not indicate failure. It indicates oxidation initiation. Oil quality index does not show one test result. It shows the overall health of oil. Remember these rules. Low peroxide, stable oil. Rising peroxide. Oxidation starting high peroxide. Oil degradation accelerating high OQI. Good oil condition falling OQI. Oil quality deterioration. If peroxide rises today, TAN and IFT will follow tomorrow. If this explanation helped you understand early oil aging, then support Electroverse. Like this video, comment below. Do you monitor peroxide number in your oil reports? Subscribe, because next we integrate all oil parameters into one decision matrix. You've been watching Electroverse, where every spark tells a story. Stay charged, stay safe, and happy.